This is me trying not to breathe real heavy for the camera. It's good, it's good. Good morning, guys. It is 7:15 and I'm just about ready to head out the door for work. Just got to go and find something for my lunch. And I just thought I'd quickly touch base with you because I don't know when I'm going to get record during work time today. I didn't get to do any spinning last night because things just dragged on, and so I remembered that I had a whole lot of business paperwork to do, so I ended up doing that. So I will get straight into it after work today, even though I don't even know what I'm going to do for tea. You know, if somebody told me this is what you're going to have for tea and here's the ingredients, I'm happy to cook. I just hate planning and making the decision. So it's supposed to get to 20 degrees today, but if you look at the weather map thingy, it's not going to hit that till about 1 or 2 o'clock, and it's going to be quite crisp all morning. It was freezing yesterday, so I've come prepared and I'm wearing a merino under my dress and put some layers on. I was very glad to be able to wear my little Megla shawl yesterday because it's the first time I've worn it, so that was nice. Oh dear. Is there anything else? Bit of a shout out to me Discord buddies. Woke up this morning and I had a little group of them chatting about my vlogs on there, and it was really nice. Thanks, guys. I don't feel like a total idiot then. Just a little one. Right. I'm going to pick up my last few little bits and pieces, get ready for work, get off to work. And see how we go. I just thought I'd show you this before I head to work. Yesterday, one of my good friends from work who has been off work this year on study leave, she popped in with this plant, which I can't remember what it is. I can't even remember what the flower looks like, but it was one that I admired at her place. So I will be planting that later on. I'm home. Whoops, wobbly camera, sorry. Yeah, I'm home. What a day. I'm about to plan dinner and I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee. But I just wanted to quickly show you some plants I got today. One of the ladies at work, she's a relief teacher, retired teacher, but she relieves. She, what's the word? She's a prolific gardener, and she quite often sells seedlings at markets, but she brings a heap in to work for us to pick through and buy. So I grabbed some more off her. So I've got, I'll show you. All those chooks are being very noisy. I've got 2 types of tomatoes. One's like a gold one and one's a red one. Courgette, lettuce. And then in this one we have capsicum, snapdragon, basil and coriander, which I know is not a lot of people's favourites. And then when I went to give her the money, she said, oh, now I've put 2 containers aside for you just to have as a gift. So these ones here, those are dahlias, and there are these ones here. Dwarf Bloody Mary mix, and these ones here, which are marigolds, but she said they're a really lovely apricot colour. So that's nice, eh? Oh, anyway, it was a really nice day today. Like, it warmed up quite quickly, but now it's grey and threatening to rain. So I just need to relax. I was a little bit stressed. So I'll make my coffee and then I'll get back to you. Is that better? Right. Oh, bloody hell, they're noisy. Better go down and check if they're all right. They should be. It's really grumpy. Oh, they're all there, so they should be all right. Yeah, so I had a really good day. I was really stoked about the plants. I was stoked about getting the gift plants, and I was doing quite a lot in my office. I'm trying to get rid of a whole lot of stuff, so you're very rude, shush. Yeah, so I was just having a really big clean out in my office. But then I thought, oh, so bit of background. So the week before Vlogtober, I was finally prescribed HRT patches. This is after me going through perimenopause since my late 30s, and it's finally just got so bad. And it was a visit to our family planning clinic rather than the GP, where they said, why don't you try HRT? And I said, I've wanted it, but my doctors wouldn't give it to me. They said I'm too young, which I'm not. And they kept talking about menopause, and I was like, I ain't in menopause. You know I'm not in menopause. I know I'm not in menopause. It's called perimenopause. And one thing you do know is if someone's got perimenopause, don't be stupid or an idiot, because they will literally kill you because their hormones are going nuts. So anyway, I finally got a prescription, and she started me on the lowest dose, but she said to me, we're starting you on the lowest dose, we can make it go higher, there's lots of room to go up, but we'll start you at the bottom so that we know, so as a starting point, and we'll use your symptoms as our gauge as to whether it's working, we're at the right level. So she said, give it a week or so. If you're not starting to feel any change in those symptoms, just put 2 patches on. So that's what I did. I got to about 10 days in, and I was still getting hot flushes and night sweats, which are the things that they use as a gauge. And so I went to 2 patches, but they only give you 8 patches a month on that low dose, or on any dose, because you do use 2 a week generally. You change the patches twice a week. So that means that now I've got 1 patch, but I had 2 repeats left on that prescription. So I contacted the pharmacy and asked them if they could refill the repeat, and I got a reply saying, we've run out of the 25 microgram patches, blah blah blah. But I also note that you only got your prescription on the 26th of September, and we try and encourage our patients to wait for the month because there's low supplies. So I emailed them back and said, this is the story, I'm now on 2 patches, blah blah blah. So long story short, I've had to contact the family planning clinic because I wasn't sure. She was supposed to be sending a letter to my GP to let them know that she's prescribed it, and I'm now taking this medicine, because I just knew that if I tried to ring our GPs, I'd be on hold for half an hour. No, but it would just be a nightmare trying to get hold of anyone, and then only to find out that the letter wasn't sent or whatever. So the pharmacy was good. They said, look, we didn't realise that. And obviously she wasn't going to say that, because she probably thought she was giving me 3 months worth of patches, not 1 month scripts. And they are going to, they can give me 4 of the 50 micrograms, but that will only be 2 weeks for me. So I've said yes to that, and then I've got this doctor that I saw at family planning ringing me next Tuesday, so that'll be alright, and then we can have a discussion, and then I can start with my normal doctor. What a pain. Oh, things like that stress me out, and that dog barking next door is stressing me out too. I'm so grumpy. Ugh. I just about swore then. I just about told it to F up. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't yell that out. I'm pretty tempted though. Oh, those tuk-tuks. So I've got to think about something to do for tea. I've got to water some plants. I've actually got quite a lot to do. Oh. I really want to do some spinning this afternoon. That fleece I washed is dried now. I'm just looking at it now, so I'll bring that inside before it gets damp out here. I'll show you. Oh, lucky that was recording. I just checked. I thought, God, can you imagine me bleating on for all that time? So that's all dry. And it's not too bad. Oh, it smells so sheepy. So it'll be interesting to see. Give it a comb up. I love these bits. I don't know. These are all little curlies. These crimpy ones. You hear that? It's raining. It is raining. Damn it, I wanted to hose these too. Oh, they're a little bit less on there now. Yuck, there's still heaps of aphids on there. Damn it. I think I just need to chill out. Just chill out, Carla.
And then cast on the second sock, do the second full of the second sock, then hopefully I'll be able to work out where I got up to on this lovely heel. And I just think that was going to be easier. I think I'd stop putting...
Whoa, Bessie. Right. It is now 5 to 6. Dinner's been on for a little while. I've made some roasty veggies. And I've finished my second bobbin. So I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see that all right. I've just had to turn the light on. It's got quite dark with the rain. So that's 100 grams if you believe it. And I will oh my words, I'll leave them for, well, at least for a day to rest, and then I'll apply them together, wash, thwack, dry, skein, cake, and they'll be ready for making that that lovely vest I showed you guys yesterday. Because if you can imagine, oh, I've got a little mess sitting down here beside me now. If you can imagine this vest done with a dark main colour and this contrast, I just think it's going to look beautiful. Yeah. Really happy with that. I'm sure it'll come up close to a DK. We'll see. So I'm going to put those in a plastic bag just to keep them from bugs and stuff over the next couple of days. So I keep, it's dusty in there now. I keep my fleece when I'm spinning, actual spinning, I keep it in this bowl on the floor, so it keeps it off the floor. This basin bowl was given to me by my nana and I bloody chipped it. I dropped something on the side of it. So I can't really use it for food because I don't worry about the bacteria thing. It's more I just don't want it to get wrecked. So when the spinning machine, oh my words tonight, when the spinning wheel is not in use, I just park this on the pedal, and then I've got this cloth, which has got a few little holes in it, but it's like a small tablecloth type thing. I just keep that over the top of the wheel and the yarn that's in half done, so that so it just keeps the dust off it because it gets really dusty. So yay. So I'm going to pop that in there, that in there, and actually while I'm waiting for dinner to finish, I'm going to go and get that other wool and I'm going to have a look at some videos on carding, because I've got a couple of hand carders and I've got some combs that Nana gave me and I'm going to have a play with that. Yeah. Oh dear. Digger was in the crate when I got home because Evan had gone to the bush, and I let him out and he gave me a big cuddle, and then he did this. So he was asleep in the crate and now he's asleep in the couch because it's really, really hard work being a puppy.
A light layer and work back with another one. If you overload them, it'll make hard work of the carding. Now, the correct technique for holding your carders is to hold that one as if you're holding a hand of peas. You have to forgive me, I can't do that because I've got a gammy arm. So I'll hold mine like that. That one is held correctly. And then your first strokes are very, very light. Catch the tips of the wool and make sure that the wispy bits of wool that are hanging off the end of this carder don't get folded back like that.
Like that.
Make a big tangle, so give them a flick as you bring it back. You'll soon get the hand of this, you'll soon get the knack of this technique. It can seem fiddly at first, like anything, but honestly it's so easy. Now, the next thing you need to remember is very important, is that you don't drag the teeth of the carding cloth through one another. It should not be hard work. It's a very light, you will just hear that light whisper as they just, hear it? So if you're going to do that, there's the difference, and really that won't do your carders any good, and you don't need to do it, because if you give a slight lift at the end, the wool will come off gradually in layers onto the right hand carder. Now when you get to that stage and you've got just a little bit left on and no more is coming off, then flip the carder over, beg pardon, then lift the carder up, put the teeth against the back, the teeth nearest the handle on your opposite carder, and just tip it slightly, and those last few hairs will catch on those carding teeth and just lift clean off. Now, you can card that again, but personally I don't think that means it looks carded quite well enough. It's all nice and loose and open. And the point of carding your wool is
I'm back. Well, I had a nice little go at practicing with the flick carders, and I use Nana's combs a little bit. I have found some locks have still got a bit of water in them, so I'll have to put it back out to dry. But what I think, I've made 2 pathetic attempts at rollags, but what I think the problem is that the staple length that they've shorn the fleece is too short. There is quite a few broken bits, which, you know, like little bits about that short, but yeah, a lot of them, the staple is probably only about that long for most of them, so it might not be that suitable for spinning, but is certainly being worthwhile for just seeing how the scour worked, which it worked, I think, really well. And just even playing around with that flick carder. So I think what I'll do, now I've got fibre in my mouth, is I will let the rest of that dry properly. There's only a few bits, just a bit wet. And I might fluff it all up, and I might make some cushion inners with it. Waste not, want not, they say. And the rest could probably be used as compost if I can't be bothered washing it. Because that would probably, what I've got down there, make quite a nice little cushion inner. It would be lovely and soft and very natural. So yeah. When I dish up dinner, I'll show you dinner. It's getting a bit late now. It's 7:15. And I'm feeling quite tired. So I might just go and pop this stuff back out on the rack, make sure it's dried. And I might just sit and knit for a little while I wait for dinner. Right, here you go. So it's just roasted baked potatoes, parsnips, carrots with a sprinkling of capers on them, and a chicken nibble casserole made from scratch.